Welcome to the controlized system. In this video, we'll show you how to set up the system and the basics of daily use. If you don't have a user account yet, click on the free trial button in the right corner and fill out the sign-up sheet with the name of your ice cream shop, your email address, and choose a strong password. Afterwards, click on the Create Ice Cream Shop button. After the successful login, you'll find yourself on the Settings tab in the Shops menu, and here you can add other ice cream shops or working or operating points if you have more than one ice cream shop. And also here you can modify your shop's data by clicking on its name. You can find the help in the upper right corner at all times. If it's your first time on certain pages, then always start with this first. Now click on the System Settings tab and you can continue to watch the related help video there as well by clicking the question mark. On this page you can set the language of the system, the time zone, the currency, and the measurement system, and the allowed maximum waste or squandering, meaning above what waste or squandering quantity should the system notify you. Usually this allowed value is about 5 to 10%. You can change these settings anytime. If you're done, click on the Save button in the lower right corner. The next menu we'll use is the base ingredients. You will find it here. You can continue watching the help video in the right corner just like before. It is recommended that you add here every base ingredient that you use. The system already contains a few by default. You can add a new base ingredient by clicking here. You have to set the name, the price per unit or unit package, and the quantity per unit or unit package, plus the unit of measurement that you use. If you use liter, you have to set how many grams are 1 liter. Next, we'll go to the Pans menu, where we'll add your pans. Before uploading these data to our system, put numbers on your pans. For this, you can use a permanent marker or you can order number stickers from us. It is important that you number same-sized pans with consecutive numbers. When you're ready, click on the New Pan button and choose the Mass Input tab. You can choose and set a prefix so that you can distinguish your big and small pans. For example, B for the big ones and S for the small ones. Then set the numbering, meaning the first and last number, for example, from 1 to 16. Lastly, set the weight of this type of pan and press Save. The system will automatically generate the required pans. If you'd like to modify them, just click on them and you're ready to do so. And of course, you can add your pans one by one by choosing the One by One tab. With the next step, we'll upload our recipes. Choose the Recipes menu and click on the question mark and continue to watch the help video there. You can upload your ice cream recipes here. If you are preparing your ice creams yourself, first choose the Ice Cream Bases menu and add the recipes of your ice cream bases. For example, fruity, milky, and so on. You will need a name, a color, and you can add a description as well. This will be viewed by your cook. Lastly, you add the necessary base ingredients, and by doing so, you can save your ice cream base at once. Afterwards, click on the Recipes tab, and here you'll have an easier task. You'll just need to choose from the available pre-existing bases and add the flavoring ingredients and fruits to your recipe. By proceeding so, you will upload and add your recipes quickly. If you're buying the ice cream from someone else, or you just don't have time for uploading the recipes at this point, then create for every ice cream flavor a recipe, which its base ingredient is the ice cream. For this, you can set the price per unit in the base ingredients. In the next menu, we'll set your ice cream's sale price. Click on the ice cream menu. On this page, you can set the size of the ice cream scoops, their price, and expiration date. If you sell your ice cream by the gram, here you can set the price per gram or the price per 100 grams. If these data or settings will change in the future and you already know or plan these changes, you can schedule them beforehand, and the system will change the settings or the price, for example, automatically starting from the previously given date. In the next two steps, we're going to learn how to manage those products which aren't ice cream, or they contain ice cream but their price per unit isn't the same as the normal ice cream scoop's price. First, let's go to the Product Groups tab. Here you can set in which groups should the system organize your products, for example, ice cream chalices, coffee, soda, etc. The categories created this way will appear on the sale page, and you can manage their order by clicking on the three dots and by dragging them in the desired order. By clicking on the Products tab, you can add certain products to the pre-existing categories. Click on the Add Product button, write in your product's name, its sale price, and choose which category does it belong to, from the ones you created based on the previous part of the help video. By clicking the plus or addition button, you can set what the product contains. You can select from the pre-existing base ingredients, or you can add a new one. After saving the changes, the system brings you back to the product and you can continue your work from here. Always be careful to use numbers corresponding to the measurement unit you've set previously. Let's add a product which contains ice cream. The procedure is similar to the previous one, but here in the ice cream's content field, we have to write in how much ice cream is added in the product. In the other base ingredients prices, you can set expenses which aren't recorded item by item. The system will take this into consideration when calculating the price margin. By checking the Foreign Product box, the system will consider that product as a ready-made product, and this way it won't go on the Submitted Ready Products list, because you bought it as pre-made, you did not prepare it yourself. This will still appear on the rest of the statistics though. Here can be listed soda, water, snacks, which don't go through any kind of processing. By clicking on the three dots, you can drag your products into other categories, or you can change their order. You only have to change these settings if you change the price or create a new recipe or product. In turn, the next part will be part of your daily routine. Let's start with the cooking. By clicking on the little dish or pot and then choosing the big blue button, you can create new ice creams. We call this cooking, although it's really quite the opposite, refrigeration, but that's not the point here. Here you can choose which pan and which recipe to use when preparing your ice cream. At the bottom you have to write in the ice cream's final weight together with the pan. You've already set the pan's weight when creating the pans in the system. By clicking the Advanced field, you can view the original recipe and you can set another total weight. Based on this, the system will calculate how much to use from each ingredient in order to keep the proportions of the original recipe. Also here you can temporarily modify the proportion of the ingredients in case you want to make this particular ice cream with a recipe of different proportions. By doing this, the original recipe won't be altered or modified, just the recipe of this particular ice cream. If you've finished, click on the Cooking button. You can view the prepared ice cream by clicking the Follow the Cookings button, and you can also delete them here. The clerks and cashiers can view the prepared ice creams on the Weighing tab, and also here they have to weigh the pans every evening. For the weighing, simply drag the pan on the gray square and write in the pan's weight. Weight together with the ice cream that's in it. If the pan is empty or it's untouched, just check the appropriate box and click the OK button. When you mark a pan as empty, be sure to check if it's truly empty, because once emptied, it cannot be undone unless you have admin rights. If you think that you've made a mistake when writing in the weight value, you can pull it back by opening this tab, and you can weigh it again until you close the shift. If you've put 2 ice creams into one pan because you wanted to save space, you can do it virtually in the system as well on the Rearranging tab before the weighing. You just have to drag the pan that you emptied in the From Where box and put the one which will contain the 2 ice creams in the To Where box. If you've checked the preview, click on the Rearrange button and you're all set. If you rearranged everything and you also weighed them, before closing the shift, you have to write in the products you sold that day, besides the normal or simple ice cream. You can do this on the sale page. You can use this page during the day, or you can introduce and register the selling of the products at the same time based on the summary statements and statistics of the cash register. By clicking the 1-by-1 input mode, every key press means the selling of a product. By choosing the bulk input mode, you can write in how many pieces you sold in total. By clicking the X here on the left side, you can delete the data you introduced in the last 5 minutes. If you introduced and registered every product and you weighed every pan, you just have to close the shift. Click on the Close the Shift button in the lower left corner and write in the total income for that day. If you've got products that aren't registered in this system, but you use the same cash register for them as well, you will have to subtract their income, meaning the income from these unregistered products, from the selling sum, the total income. This way, the magic number, which is a verification number, will be correct. If you successfully close the shift, the system will automatically log you out, and the next day you'll have to log in again. You can find the statistics and assessments on the dashboard. The downloadable documents are under the Reports button. You can add statistics to your dashboard with the New Statistic button. Let's add some substantial and important index numbers and indicators. For example, the daily income, the total profit, price margin for the last month, the speed you are selling each ice cream assortment with, and the most important one, the magic number. This number has to be around 90–100% if everything is introduced and set correctly, and your employees are selling your ice cream correctly. This means that if the number is 95%, for example, 5% of your ice cream was wasted, which is in completely normal boundaries. It is considered to be a normal value. Of course, you can detect and show this shortage and loss of ice cream with absolute values, or you can even put the missing ice cream's selling price and the manufacturing price plus the expenses on your dashboard. The new statistics and reports will always appear on the bottom, but you can move them from here to anywhere by grabbing them from the gray part. If you want to delete them, click on the X in the right corner. If you've done all of these steps and got to know the system, it's time to grant colleagues or employees access. Click on the little human icon and choose the New User button. After filling in the name and the email address, you just have to choose which rights do you give and to which shop do you assign them. Never give more rights and entitlements than they need in order to fulfill their tasks and do their jobs correctly. For example, don't give cook entitlement to someone who is a salesperson. And give admin entitlements only to your associates because your employees could abuse these rights. And now let's continue with our multiple ice cream shops module. If you own more than one ice cream shop, in this video I'll show you how to prepare ice cream in and for multiple shops or for the stock, and how to transport your ice cream from one shop to the other. You can add multiple shops in the Settings menu on the Shops tab. Just click on the New Ice Cream Shop button, fill in the new shop's name and data, and then save it. If you have more than one shop, the multiple shop module will be activated automatically, and you'll have some new tabs and menus like transport or incoming pans and stock or inventory. But let's see the changes one by one. On the Cooking tab, you'll have to choose whether you're preparing your ice cream for the stock or it goes to the shop directly, meaning you sell it immediately. If you want to transport the ice cream to a different shop, then prepare it first for the stock and afterwards send it further from there.